You grew up in Atlanta, right?
Swing me round and off the ground, 'cause I'm feeling down and out. Turn me loose, kick off my dancing shoes. I'm ready to roll. I'm hitting the
You weren't in New
road.
York at all before that, or did you have family in New York?
No, I had been to New York once, on like a theater school trip situation, and then applied to school up here and ended up coming here.
And is it when you first saw it, did you fall in love with it? I guess it's tied to theater basically too, isn't it?
Sort of, yeah, yeah. I mean, like I enjoy the theater scene. I actually hated it when I first got here. I wanted to move like immediately. I didn't have any friends who came with me. And I'm not living like, my college campus is sort of just New York City. My school's in FIDI in the financial district,
Oh, okay.
which like is not. I mean, it's a nice part of town, but it's not homey at all. Very stark and abrupt. And I just like hadn't found a community, and the transition was really rough, and I wanted to get out so bad. But you find your people and you learn to love it. Because I have like these two worlds in my head. I have school in the theater that I do, and then I have music, and the friends that I've made there, and they don't often collide. And sometimes they do in like funny ways, because so many people do so many things. But for the most part, those two worlds are separated, but they're both super important pillars in my New York experience.
One day I'm gonna cut my hair midnight. I'll use the kitchen scissors. One day I'm gonna shape it up, cut off all my dead parts.
The I Want to Cut My Hair song is more than just a playful song, I feel like, isn't it? Or is it just this?
So I wrote it, and the intention was for it to be kind of silly, kind of like I just wanted to write a song, essentially. And then I feel like with that line at the end of the first verse, like cut off all my dead parts, that kind of brought it into some new territory there.
One day I'm gonna cut my hair midnight. I'll use the kitchen scissors. One day I'm gonna shape it up, cut off all my dead parts.
The lines like the last one about these are the lines that you get excited about, probably like cut off on, but that's a powerful line, isn't it?
Sort of like it kind of is a thing where I think of the line and I think of like and then I go, oh, that pertains to what I'm doing. I feel like a lot of that song is like, for me, part of it, or what it became is that like a symbol of my like femininity, I suppose. I don't know. Because I always have this impulse to like just get rid of all my hair, and I ask someone and they go, no, it's like beautiful. You have to keep it.
I'll watch all of my locks fall off and onto the kitchen tile. I will leave them for you to find in the morning. Sweep up all my evidence.
It's like a violent act, this cutting thing, and it's like this redeeming thing. Beautiful. It's a beautiful song for that reason. And just the way that the story spills out and you tell it with these little details. Has your hair been one of the things about you that people always seem to talk about?
It's certainly become an identifier, what I like as a musician. It's like become like the look.
One day I'm gonna cut my hair midnight. I'll use the kitchen scissors. One day I'm gonna shape it up, cut off all my dead parts. Cut off all my dead parts.
I have like such a wonderful, wonderful community of singers and songwriters that I surround myself with as much as I can. Like, I don't think, in the past week, there hasn't a day gone by that I haven't done like a busking or like a jam session or like gone to an open mic or gone to see a friend's show or something. So that's like my biggest support.
But you work at an open mic place, huh?
Yeah, so that's not my main job. It's like that's the job I do because I enjoy the community. Like I don't make much money doing that. So I work one night a week. For me, like for my part and like creating this community, I make a point to have people over every month. I host a dinner party and we all go up to the roof and do a jam afterwards. I played my first solo show set. I don't even know what to call it. It was so informal, but like a bar asked me to come play at their singer-songwriter night after the open mic ended, do a set, and all my friends came and stayed the whole time. It was so sweet. This summer has been really nice. It's been the first summer that I've really been in New York full time, essentially. And it's been so nice to just consume music and live music all summer.
I'm half a world away from home. I dream of her tonight. The ocean's heavy on our tongues. We'll drown.
And with this relationship, is it one of those things where you just were out in Barcelona and because you had to come back, that you had to end the relationship kind of thing? Or?
Sort of. It was someone like, it was just south of Barcelona. It wasn't technically in Barcelona, but it was a situation where like I was out and about and I met someone and they were just passing through. So I think we probably spent a week together.
Oh, but I'm quite content with the thought of you.
Typically know when like a song is like gonna come from like a lyric or something that I think of, but it is still like it took me, it was probably a month total, I think. I wrote the first like 2 lines of the song very, very quickly.
The ocean is heavy on our tongues. We'll drown if we're not careful. Chase me down the promenade. Don't let me go till morning. This stuff is like, I mean, the tongues thing, is that just...
It was the air. You breathe in and you can taste the salt some nights. There are definitely some lines where I'm like, yeah, it's a good line. You got a good one there.
Could have given you a chance. You keep every letter, every handwritten note in a box at the bottom of your closet. I would add to your collection if you only had an address I could post them to.
I was thinking about how you feel about what's happening in the world and how what's going on in New York City. Does it influence the art you're making? Or even if people aren't talking about it, is there kind of this subtle uneasiness to what you guys are doing? Or is it...
There's definitely a subtle uneasiness a lot of places now. Just kind of everywhere. There's this kind of undercurrent that's not really spoken about, but it's, it's very visible in some other ways. For me personally, like I will fall into that trap of just reading the news and watching the news and doing all this. So like at this point, I have made a conscious effort to know what's going on, but also to just remove myself from it a little bit. Every day coming in and being like, oh, okay, so these are the new guidelines to apply for these national grants, and they have to uphold and uplift the Constitution. And it's like some crazy stuff that you're like, wow, never, ever thought anyone would ever be able to do this. So, I mean, it's always present, and not everyone has changed the way that they go about making art. But every like art in itself is political in some form or fashion, I think.
Yeah.
So, it just depends on what you're saying.
This is called Secondhand Smoke. Hopefully I can sing it. My voice has been a little wacky. But here you go.
The struggle you're having with yourself, that's not really the other person there, or is it about
I suppose.
dude, or is it about some relationship with somebody else?
I mean, it's hard because when you write songs about someone, it's not really about that person. It's about a manifestation of that person that you see. So it's like weird to be like, yeah, it's about it's about this guy. But it's kind of about this guy. And just like didn't know how to handle intrusive thoughts, I suppose. And it just like ended up like, we would spend time together and like it would be silent the entire time because he's just in his head. And I'm like, I don't want to make this worse. And I'm damned if I do. It's like kind of about that feeling and like how infectious someone's energy is. And like you're walking next to someone who's sulking all night and you just feel horrible.
Swing me round and off the ground, 'cause I'm feeling down and out.
There are some people like who do shows like constantly, and every once in a while you meet someone there that is a little bigger, but for the most part it's like up and coming small singer-songwriters who are just like who we work day jobs and we do this because we love it and one day we want to do it full time.